Hey, this is Carla from the Butcher Babies.
This is George Cortland Fisher from Cannibal Corpse.
Hey, this is Rex from Kill Devil Hill. It's Wednesday 13.
This is Jazz from Devil Driving.
This is Motorist from War. You're listening to Rabid Noise
on Rabid Radio.
Turn it up.
Welcome back to Rabid Noise on Rabid Radio. That was Immortalized, the title track from Disturbed's new album of the same name. And here to talk all things Disturbed is guitarist Dan Donegan. How's it going, man?
Going amazing. It's great to be talking to you. It's great to be to know that we're coming back in the near future. It's great to have this new album out. The hiatus has been long enough, and we're just very excited to be coming back.
Oh man, it's awesome. You know, there's so many people are loving that album here, and it's of course your sixth studio album, and 5 years, as you said, since the hiatus. It was a surprise too. No one knew, and then it just banned straight up.
Yeah, we definitely, it was tricky because we kept it a secret even from some family members too. We didn't want to speak too soon. We didn't want to get the fans all riled up and say that we're together and we're writing, and then potentially it takes longer than we wanted it to, and then they, lose the excitement there and wondering where's the album. So we thought it would be a nice way to kind of treat the fans to a surprise of just dropping a song when we're done and then announcing that the album is already recorded and done and now it's out. So we thought it was a good way to return the favor of showing us their loyalty to us, to kind of give them a gift in some way of surprising them and thanking them for standing by us all these years.
It must have been pretty hard to not tell anybody that you guys were working on stuff.
It was tricky because we ended up recording in Las Vegas with the producer Kevin Churko, and I live in Chicago. David and John are in Austin, Texas. Mike's in Wisconsin. So to get us to leave here and not let our family and friends be suspicious of where we're going, it definitely took some ninja skills to trick them all. And on the weekends, there were many times on the weekends me and Mike would try to fly home just so when people were getting suspicious of us and the rumors started to go around that they thought that we might be recording, people would see me on a weekend with my kids or Mike's out with his family and stuff like that. So it would kind of help squash the rumor that we were doing something, because somebody would come to our defense and say, I don't think they are recording though, because I just seen them with their families. So it kind of helped us in that way to go to social media and post those things. The one thing that could hurt us is the rumors on social media, so we used it as a weapon to kind of work in our favor of just making sure we posted other things that were going on and not posting we were in Vegas doing anything. So it was tricky.
Kind of like what J.J. Abrams is doing with the new Star Wars, throwing everybody off.
Yeah.
Very clever. So what was the biggest excuse? Like, what did you tell people when people close to you, of course, were suspicious?
At first, I know David was mentioning to some of his closest friends that he was working with some other, newer bands, some younger bands, and maybe producing and doing some side work. And I kind of told a few people the same kind of an excuse, because it's not uncommon for us to go in the studio and kind of help out other artists. But we didn't want people to know that we were together. And so that's where it got tricky. The one good side is we were in Vegas, so at the times that we did get spotted, it's not uncommon for us to be in Vegas, too, just hanging out, taking a vacation together. I think it would have been a lot harder to convince people if we were in the middle of nowhere in, like, Montana or somewhere where it would be obvious we're up to something. So there was only a few times where we tried our best not to be seen together as much as we could. We were only like 10 minutes outside of the Vegas Strip, so that made it hard. But a few times out to lunch or out to dinner where a couple people had spotted us out there, and we just tried to squash any suspicion of that. But luckily it didn't go any further than the few people of just running into and taking a few pictures or signing a few autographs and tell them that we weren't really doing anything other than taking a vacation together.
Very well played, man. That's awesome. Yeah. Well, the album actually hit number one down here, and it sold a crazy amount in its first week alone. I think it was like something like 98,000 copies. Am I right? That's just insane.
I think that was it. So, yeah, it's amazing. I mean, not only here in the U.S., but out there by you guys in Canada as well, to have number one albums and a couple number twos, I think, in Germany and New Zealand and stuff. So it's off to a great start, and it just shows the loyalty of our fans, and it's amazing.
Were you guys worried that, being that it's 5 years that between that coming back, the way the industry's just changed in the last 5 years, that how that would be received?
Well, I mean, there's definitely a lot of people that might have thought it was crazy for us to walk away when we were at the height of our career. I mean, in 2011, we're headlining tours. We're doing a lot around the world. We're headlining our own shows, and we're playing some of the biggest festivals. So a lot of people thought we were crazy to step back and walk away from that at the peak of it. But we want to do that on our own terms. We just felt it was that time in our career to just step back and catch our breath and kind of let it all soak in and give ourselves a break from each other, give the fans a break from us for a minute, break up the assembly line feel to it. We don't want it to feel like we were just becoming predictable on everything we were doing too. So we thought it felt right to kind of step away. And it was somewhat risky, but we were confident that our fans have always shown their loyalty to us. So we were feeling pretty good about knowing that when the day would come, that when we returned, that they'd be waiting there patiently for us. And they reassured us on social media and on our Disturbed Facebook and Twitter page. There was always a lot of activity, and we were still getting millions of views and comments all the time. So we knew that they were still engaged in the band. So it was nice to kind of drop the new single and them get fired up and respond quickly to it and show their level of excitement. So that was definitely another reassuring moment for us.
Oh, it is awesome, like, that your fans are so dedicated like that, and come back stronger than ever. Like, it's amazing what this album's doing. So, yeah, congratulations to you dudes for...
Thank you.
I guess you probably needed the break as well, going for so many years.
I mean, it's good and bad. This is a life that we chose and that we love, and we're grateful and fortunate that the fans have allowed us not only to have this career, but allowed us to take time with our families. We're all, everybody's married and have kids now. David got married during the break and that. So it was nice to kind of figure out the balance between music and being a father and being a husband. And but it's even more exciting to returning to this now after those 5 years away from the studio, and to really feel like we've stepped up our game. We wanted to make sure that we're not just going to come back and return and give them, a rehashed version of what we've done in the past. We wanted to make sure that we're going to put everything we got into this of trying to write the best songs that we could write at this point in our lives for this album. And so there was no time frame on it. We said, once we got writing and once we got going, we said, before we announce anything, let's just make sure that we got the album that we're ready to release.
Well, in between that time, you also were working on another project, which is Fight or Flight, which right. I really dig that, man. What's the future of that project?
I'm not sure. I mean, it was a lot of fun. Everybody kind of went off and did our own things, just to kind of fill that void the best we could. Music's in our blood, so it's hard to stay away from it completely. We'd go stir crazy, without it. And so it was nice to for all of us to kind of do other things and work with other musicians and just really try to grow in other areas. And as far as the status of it, I don't really know. Right now, we're nothing but focused on Disturbed here. This is, we got the family back. We're ready to roll with this. So I had a great experience, a great time doing Fight or Flight, and I'm sure David had his moments with Device as well, and John's been doing a number of projects as well, bouncing around quite a bit, staying busy. But this is home to us, so I'm not going to have my hands in multiple projects at the same time. It's time to come home, and it's time to really pour everything into Disturbed. And I'm committed to Disturbed, and who knows what the future holds. If there's ever a time where there's going to be another hiatus and the guys need time with their families or to do other things, then I'm not going to shut that door on other possibilities. But right now my focus has been nothing but Disturbed at the moment. This consumes my life completely.
Oh man, that's awesome to hear. But as I said, I did like that project. So
thank you.
Never know.
Appreciate it.
It's but I do understand. Like Disturbed is the number one. It's going to be exciting times ahead. And you did mention before that you guys might be coming down here. Can we maybe expect a headline tour or maybe a certain festival that's quite big down here?
No, I wish I knew that answer to that. Right now, I know that we're doing everything we can to talk with our management and booking agents because Australia is such a great place for us. We have some of the greatest fans there. We love coming there. We committed to Australia on our first album when The Sickness came out. So we're coming back. I can guarantee that. And I've said it, in previous interviews too. I'll throw the guys in a rowboat and I'll row our asses there if that's what it takes to get there. But we're definitely coming back. We committed to you guys. You guys committed to us, and we're not going to turn our backs on that. So it's just a matter of trying to pull it all together. And if our booking agent management could say we got a headlining tour for you guys to go do, or we got a festival for you to do, I'll just say, okay, but I've got my guitar packed. Let's go. So we're just on standby, kind of waiting for the powers to be to kind of pull it together. And hopefully it'll be sooner than later. We're anxious to get back out there and fired up.
Man, we're anxious to see you guys again. So many people I know, just massive Disturbed fans. And so bring it on, man. We'll have the beers ready to go.
Sounds good, brother.
Awesome, man. Well, we're going to go to my favourite Disturbed track now, The Game, and we'll follow that up with Fight or Flight track, If It Hurts. Thanks for hanging tonight, Dan, and, of course, hopefully we'll see you in the boys soon.
For sure, man. Thank you so much, man. Thanks for your time, and can't wait to get back there and see all some familiar faces again and some new ones, hopefully, too. Take care, bye.
Hey guys, just want to take a minute to give a shout out to our podcast supporters, RW Promotion, who are the best in the business when it comes to printing posters, flyers, banners, badges, business cards, you name it. They've got what it takes to help you get everything you need to help spread the word about your band or business. And with a blistering turnaround, they'll make sure you get your product ASAP. So get in touch with Richard and the team at www.rwpromotion.com.au or shoot them an email at info@rwpromotion.com.au. Also want to give a shout out to the guys at Blacklight Art and Design, who in my opinion are the Gold Coast best screen printers. So, we've gotten many band shirts and even our own Rabid Noise shirts done through these guys, and they've also got one of the fastest turnarounds I've ever seen. So all quality prints at competitive prices. So whether it's band merchandise, sporting teams, promotional garments or workwear, they've got you covered. So hit them up at www.blacklightad.com.au or email them at info@blacklightad.com.au. So big thanks to those guys for helping us to bring you this podcast each and every week and for, of course, supporting the metal scene.